From the entertainment capital of the world, MLB Network welcomes you to Dodger Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Orel Hershiser is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
The 3-1 pitch. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Lots of sunshine in the forecast, 83 degrees here at first pitch. And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Here it comes on 1-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Just underway here in Southern California.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
The 2-2. Here's a pop-up now. Turner is there, and that retires the side. So not much happening here in the top half of the first, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Now at the plate, Jackie Robinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. This is swung on and hit to Altuve at second. Scooped up, and there's one away. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, former All-Star Game MVP Steve Garvey. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Cole, a former Pittsburgh Pirate, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Steve Garvey becomes the second out of the bottom of the first.
Michael
At the plate, Michael Simmons, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
Settling in now, Luis Gonzalez. Man at first after the 2-out walk. Two balls and a strike. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 3-1. And it's fouled away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Here comes the payoff pitch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Dodgers leave 1. Still no score. Here's George Springer. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 1-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
The 2-1 waves and misses for strike number 2.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. The 3-1. This is line to left. Gonzalez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Stepping in now, Yuli Gurriel. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. The 2-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Astros leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now batting, Cody Bellinger, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and coming up, the still dangerous outfielder Matt Kemp. 3-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
Line toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
So coming to the plate, Justin Turner, his career line against Garrett Cole. He's gone 3 for 6. The 1-1 misses low. Good take on the curveball there. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Takes this the other way to right. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box, Corey Seager, and he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. One and two. Here it is. Fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop. Correa fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple. Will move to the third with no score. Next up for the Astros, Robinson Chirinos, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Garrett Cole. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
Striding in for Houston, Jose Altuve, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike three in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit on the ground out to short. The throw to Robinson. Relay to Garvey. They get the double play, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Nothing doing there for Houston. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So it's back to the top of the order now, and in steps a man whose number 42 has been forever retired, Jackie Robinson. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Altuve at second. He's got it, and there's one down now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Steve Garvey.
That'll bring up the two-time All-Star MVP, Steve Garvey. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike three last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with two strikes. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it, the left fielder. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The left fielder, number 20, Luis Gonzalez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Luis Gonzalez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Set to deliver on 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Chirinos recovers, and the throw to first ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Brantley, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
2-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Chased a bad ball up out of the zone. 2-2.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Striding in, number 44. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
3-2 pitch. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Into the box now, George Springer. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And they take the lead. It's gone. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Stepping in now, Alex Bregman. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Another full count offering on its way. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Popped him up. Garvey in foul ground, and that's the 3rd out. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 Houston. At the plate, Cody Bellinger comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing
Bellinger connects as this is deep to right. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the 1st out.
The center fielder, number 27, Matt.
1 gone now in the Dodger 4th, and coming up the still dangerous outfielder Matt Kemp. The 2-2 is taken, ball 3. Justin Turner waits on deck. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the ball game for the Dodgers to this point. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
3rd baseman Justin Turner.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the 3rd baseman Justin Turner. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
The 3-1. Driven nicely into the gap. And this one will bounce into the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Into the box, Corey Seager. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Three and 1 is the count to the Dodgers shortstop.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
The 3-1. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Oral Hershiser. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They're down 2-0. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. The 1-1 home is a sinker that gets a swinging strike.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Hit hard to third. Gloved by Turner. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The catcher, number 28, Robinson Chirinos.
Stepping in, Robinson Chirinos. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Garrett Cole.
Now to the plate is the Astros pitcher, Garrett Cole. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Popped him up. Robinson is calling for it, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field in Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jackie Robinson. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
On its way is pitch number 75. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Brantley is under it. He's got it 1 away.
The first baseman, number 6, Steve Garvey.
Digging in, Steve Garvey. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball looked at for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Next up for Los Angeles, Michael Simmons. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Gonzalez.
Standing in now, Luis Gonzalez. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Oh, he squares up the slider that time, and it's into left center for a base hit.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Fielder, Cody Bellinger.
In now, Cody Bellinger. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Simmons at second. Gonzalez on at first with 2 down. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
In now, Matt Kemp, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-1. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave them loaded. They trail it here 2-0. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Payoff pitch one more time. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now at the plate, Michael Brantley, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. The 3-1. And he fouls this one off. Back up the middle. The throw to Robinson. Relay to Garvey, and they get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Stepping up now, number 44. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. And now a sinker is in tight and low as well. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the center fielder,
George Springer will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Ripped down the first base line. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. Stepping in now, Alex Bregman. Tried to hold up there, appealed down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Cut fastball, and there's strike 2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here it is. Now a swing by Bregman and a ball hit well to deep left. Gonzalez looking up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Don Sutton, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Sutton.
Into the box now, Yuli Gurriel. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But 3 runs crossed for the Astros on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Astros 5 and the Dodgers nothing. Digging in to try it again, Justin Turner. He doubled his last time through.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Cole into the windup. Here's the 1-2. And a good pitch, but it misses here, and that moves the count back to even on the Dodger third baseman. 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Now another 2-2. Still even at 2-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Standing in now, Corey Seager. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. That one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Call's been made for a pinch hitter as the left-handed hitting Sean Green has moved into the on-deck circle.
Sean Green.
1-2 to Sean Green.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Seager, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from it.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Kerry Wood takes the mound to try to get out of this mess.
Now
there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 34, Kerry Wood.
Jackie Robinson will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there. Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
The 2-2 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Steve Garvey is on deck. Little chopper back to the mound. He's got to hurry, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
The first baseman, number 6, Steve Garvey.
So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th, and up next, former All-Star Game MVP Steve Garvey. The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. 7th inning coming up. Astros lead this one 5-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Clayton Kershaw is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Stepping in, Carlos Correa, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. The 1-1. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Seager charging this one, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Number 28, Robinson Chirinos.
Digging in now, Robinson Chirinos. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. Sharp ground ball to third. Turner has it. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kerry Wood.
Josh Reddick will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Houston. Number 22, Josh Reddick.
2 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gonzalez is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Hector Rondon gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Hector Rondon.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Simmons. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Rondon's ready. The 2-2 pitch. Hard liner to center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. In now, Luis Gonzalez. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Popped him up. Altuve over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Next for the Dodgers, Cody Bellinger. His past numbers against Hector Rondon. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The center fielder, number 27.
Riding in once again, Matt Kemp. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Full count now, 3-2. Justin Turner, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. And a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Now batting.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Chris Davinsky comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save. Into the box, Justin Turner in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Brentwood is there. Let's see if they test it. And they'll get one back with the sac fly as it's now a 5-3 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Now to the plate, Corey Seager. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Kemp at second with 2 down. Fastball just inside. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Dodgers down to their final strike. Smoked on the ground left side. Throw well to first, and the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Houston Astros took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Garrett Cole earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros. 5 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.